Hey guys, John here once again with another Plus One Daily. I am honored, grateful, thankful that you have decided to spend a few minutes to end your week. I hope it was an amazing week for you. I know we had a blast here at Plus One and in the Tim Tech Network. So we're gonna dive right into it, and we're gonna talk a little bit about email copy, what you should be doing when you're promoting programs, and a little trick that I touched on this week as I released a brand new ebook I'd been writing and finally released it. And I got a Skype from a good friend of mine named Barry Langdon, and Barry sent me a note, and he basically said, I read what you were talking about in that ebook that you wrote, and you really described the difference between features and benefits, and it was a really important point, and he hoped more people got it. And I agree, and I figured, if Barry got a lot of value from that, you guys would probably get some value from this if we really talk about the difference between features and benefits. A lot of times people think of that, as the same thing, but it's completely different. It's the way you're going to frame the features of your promotion or your program or service, what you're promoting, writing about, talking about, but it's going to be framed in a benefit, a beneficial way for your readers or customers to get value from what you're offering. So what do I mean by that? I'm not really sure who came up with this. It's quoted from Steve Jobs. I know that because he was talking about the iPod. And when the iPod came out, it wasn't the first MP3 player, because that's what an iPod is. And there was already MP3 players out on the market, right? And all of these, companies other than Apple were talking about the storage and how many gigabytes, and that was the feature. So a company would say, hey, here's a really cool iPod. It's got storage of 2 gigabits for your MP3s and all that. And Steve Jobs reframed it and created a benefit from that exact same feature. He didn't call it 1 gigabyte, or 2 gigabytes of data for your MP3s. He framed it as 1,000 songs in your pocket. So the benefit of having an iPod was to be able to access your library of music, no matter how many thousands you had, in your pocket. Do you see the difference? So the feature is that it's got a bunch of gigabytes of data and it can hold MP3 files forever and ever and ever. The benefit is that you have access to your playlist and all your favorite music in your pocket. Well, now it's on your phone and stuff. But that is the difference, the main difference between a feature and a benefit. Now, let's bring this closer to home, because, that's an Apple example, and like I always do, love to take the examples from Apple because they get it. Bring it closer to home. What we do in our business is we do things like, I'll use the traffic exchanges, for example. A 3-to-1 surf ratio. These are the features of an upgrade. So an owner would say there's a 3-to-1 surf ratio, a shorter timer, banner credits, text ad credits, higher commissions, etc. They'll list the features of an upgrade. But what are the benefits? Now you frame it as a benefit. Well, the 3-to-1 surf ratio becomes a 2-to-1 surf, whatever. The less time surfing, right? Instead of saying a shorter timer and a better surf ratio, you can spend less time surfing and more time working on your relationships with your customers. You can spend, less time advertising your banners because we're going to give you X amount of banner credits. So there's the benefit of upgrading. It's more freedom. It's more, more freedom to not spend as much time behind your computer. The freedom to get better results from your advertising, the freedom and joy of knowing that you're involved in something that might be able to make you some money. You frame it as benefits rather than features. Now you're talking in a language that your customers will appreciate. Not only appreciate, take action on. Because as a marketer, as an advertiser, what you're trying to do is sell emotions. Emotions is what people live and die by, unfortunately, when it comes to purchasing decisions. They're not legit, they're not logically going, well, can I afford this? Can I budget this? It's funny because I talked about budgeting in the last video. But what they're thinking about, what they're really fired up about is, what is the benefit for me to spend my money in exchange for the product that this person is offering? That is that is where we have, as marketers and as business people, we have to hit a chord. We have to cater to the benefits rather than the features of a product or upgrade. So you can try this out with how, with your ad copy when you're writing emails. Think about it as you list the features. So what you do is take a blank piece of paper and list the features of the program you're going to be promoting in your email or your ad copy. So the features are this, this, and this, and this. Then on the other side of the paper, list the benefit of that feature. So again, like the example, the iPod example, the feature is 100 gigabytes of storage. What's the benefit? The benefit is I get 1,000 of my favorite songs in the convenience of my pocket. I can listen to it whenever I want. So that's the benefit. Marketing stuff. This is a shorter timer. You get a 5-second timer or something for if you're buying an upgrade. Well, the benefit to that is I can spend less time surfing and more time working on my relationships with my lists and my subscribers. That's the benefit. So a really good exercise, I do this a lot, is I take a sheet of paper, I put the features of what I'm trying to promote on one side, and then the benefits that exist with that feature. You do that, you're going to develop some really, really strong not motivational, what's the word I'm looking for? Enticing. That's a better one. Enticing emails, enticing offers that more people will take action on. You do that in your ad copy, in your email writing, you're going to hit it out of the park, guaranteed. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Be good to each other. Thank you once again. Please do comment below features and benefits. What are some examples you can think of? Share it with others, and I will see you guys bright and early. Well, not bright and early, but I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks again for being a reader and viewer of Plus One Daily. Toodles.